Hey guys, this is my first sports betting video, so if you like it and you want to see more, then please hit subscribe. So, why does the bookmaker always win? Some of you may be more familiar with the saying, the house always wins. This is mainly in the context of casinos related to games with fixed odds like roulette. On a European roulette wheel, you'll get the numbers 1 to 36, which are either black or red, and then you'll get the green 0. If you bet £1 on any one of these numbers and you win, the casino will pay out £36. That's represented in decimal odds as 36. This isn't a good bet because there are 37 potential outcomes, all with an equal probability of happening. It doesn't sound much, but if you imagine putting £1 on all of the 37 numbers, that's going to cost you £37, and whatever number comes up, you're only going to win £36. The casino's going to pocket the other pound, because the odds are against you. To work out how much of an advantage the casino or bookmaker has in a certain game, we calculate something called the over round. This is the sum of the reciprocals of all odds in a particular market. Now, before I lose you to maths, reciprocal is just a fancy way of saying 1 divided by that number. So the reciprocal of 5 is 1 over 5, the reciprocal of 12 is 1 over 12, and so on. Let's do this for the roulette wheel. So there are 37 possible outcomes, each with decimal odds of 36, because that's what the casino have set. So 1 divided by 36 gets you this number, 0.02777. You're going to add them all up, so there's 37 of them, and you get to a total of 1.027 and a lot of sevens. Now, a percentage is %, which is for every 100. This is currently for every 1, so we need to multiply it by 100, and then we're going to round up to give us 102.8%. And that is our over round for a European roulette wheel. How does that apply to sports betting? We'll take a game in the English Premier League between Everton and West Brom, and we're going to work out the over round. So if you remember the reciprocal, we're going to take the decimal odds for each outcome in the game and do 1 divided by that number and then add them all up. The more outcomes you have to work out, the more sense it makes just to create a spreadsheet that does it all for you. So here we have 3 outcomes. Everton win 2.2, it's a draw, odds of 3, or West Brom win 3.6. 1 divided by each of those numbers, add them all up, and you get 1.0656, multiply it by 100, and your over round is 106.56%. So if this bookmaker uses the same over round for every game, and you just pick random bets every week, then for every £106 that you're going to spend betting, you're only going to win £100 back, and the bookmaker's going to keep the rest. Let's look at it another way. If you're the bookmaker, you're going to start with what you think are the true odds for each outcome. You'll know they're the true odds because the over round will always be 100%. Any more than that and they're not true odds. You're then going to offer your customers a slightly smaller return on every bet selection. Since most customers just pick what they think is going to happen, they don't realise that the odds aren't in their favour. The easiest way to see the over round in action is in markets where there's an equal chance of 2 different outcomes, similar to a coin toss. For example, in American football they use something called the game line, where they're going to give the underdog a specific points advantage, so it has what the bookmaker believes is an equal chance of each team winning. If they were true odds, then each selection would be 2, representing a 50% chance of it happening. As it is, you can see that the bookmaker is offering 1.9 on either side. 1 over 1.9 is 0.526. Add them together and you're looking at an over round of 105.26%. In general, the more possible outcomes, the higher the over round. So let's take one final example, next goal scorer. So you've got 20 players who could score next and also the possibility that there's no next goal. So this is a perfect opportunity to use a spreadsheet to speed things up. So here you can see there's a huge over round of 79%. That means that the bookmaker is going to make much more money per pound bet by the customer compared to other markets. Now that's not to say that every customer loses money or that the bookmaker or casino never lose money. Some guy can come in off the street and put all his life savings on 22 black and he can win. But if the casino is making £1 for every £37 bet on average, then they can afford some losing days. The same goes for the bookmaker. Maybe everyone in the country decided to bet on Everton and they won, and the bookmaker has to pay out £1 million. That's okay because on average they're making about £6 for every £100 bet, and they're going to make their money back on the hundreds and thousands of other games that they offer during the year. That's all for this week. In my next video I'm going to talk about something called expected profit, so look out for that one. Thanks for watching, guys.